perfect in your...
Can't get the first one. Beyond the arc. That's good. Mirotic has got 5 points in the quarter.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Stolen by Rose. And another fast break.
Guys.
Boy, the offense has been played with. I mean, it's been humming quietly, but very efficiently. Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
Rose dishes to Gasol. Passes it to Gibson. Gasol kicks to Rose. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. 15 points for Derrick Rose.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
Rebounded by Jameer Nelson.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah.
Outside, but oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And that's a big... bonus form to end the quarter as he just beats the buzzer.
That's superb clock management there, maximizing every second of the clock in that situation. Well done.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. It's Chicago running away with it. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, Jameer, what disappointed you about the way this team played in the first half, and what needs to change after the halftime?
I mean, we got to obviously keep them off the offensive boards. We're making a lot of mistakes, a lot of care.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal. Derrick Rose taking care of business in this one. He ended up with 15 points, 7 assists, and 5 rebounds. Some great work from him in the first 2 quarters. And Kenny, what did you think about what you saw from Chicago?
Their perimeter shooting has made the difference, and so many of their points are coming from long range. They've come out, spread the floor, and executed their jump shooting game. It's been a barrage from the three-point line. Guys always finding the open shot. If they can stay hot from three-point land in the second half.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report.
Thanks again for joining us, and welcome back to our special Martin Luther King Day presentation of the NBA.
Excellent game we've seen from Derrick Rose. He has 15 points, and he's got 9 points from behind the arc.
And that's been an important part of his game today. It's really spaced the floor.
So out there for the Nuggets right now, Gallinari sits outside at 3 with Fareed at the 4. Nelson is out there with Harris. Fareed with a clean look. No good. And in Chicago the other way, they've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Here's Mirotic. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got... to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Nelson, the pass to Fareed. Out to Gallinari. Clock at 6. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Gallinari's got 11 points. Chicago has gone off with a three-pointer tonight. They're a perfect 7 of 7. And it's good.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Fareed setting the pick for Nelson. Rose with the double team. Here's Jokic. It gets rebounded by Bairstow. For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. That's good. 12 points for Nikola Mirotic.
Nice pass there to set that bucket up.
And that's 10 of their last 12 points that have come off assists.
Derrick Rose has certainly piled up the awards for such a young player, starting with Rookie of the Year, the 111 first-place votes to only 5 for the runner-up. We know about his MVP, and that just shines out so brightly for him.
And how about he and Michael Jordan, the only MVPs in Chicago Bulls history?
Shots good by Gibson. Gibson's got 15.
Oh, wow. 4 or 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Nelson, the pass to Jokic. The basket good off the assist from Nelson. Nelson's got 3 assists now in this one.
You know, looking back to Rose's MVP award, his stats were on another planet that year. He was only the 3rd player to record 2,000 points and 600 assists in a single season since 1973. The other 2, LeBron James and Michael Jordan.
They get it back. Fareed, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's on Jimmy Butler. The Nuggets have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
And I know the free throw shooting is an area they focused on improving coming into this season.
Portis, he's checked in for the Bulls. McDermott comes in for Mirotic. Nurkic checked in for the Nuggets. Foy comes in for Harris.
You know, in talking about D-Rose, I don't think the individual awards mean much to him. He's about trying to help his team win championships. And that's the kind of mindset he has to continue to display.
Now, here is Gallinari. He's tightly guarded. Fareed setting the pick for Gallinari. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. Gallinari's got 13. Rose against Nelson. Stolen by Fareed. And here's Nelson. Randy Foy is on the way. Baseline jumper. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter. And doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending it.
Rose against Nelson. Hairstow pulls it.
They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball. Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
So for the Nuggets, their last game, a win against Indiana. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Bulls.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
Terrell Arthur, he's checked in for Gallinari. Here's the screen. And he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. 19 points for Rose.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Nice shot by Foy.
And immediately looking for the open man when the double team comes to him.
Butler on the wing for the 3. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
To the inside, Fareed. Good, and a nice assist from Nelson. 9 points for Kenneth Fareed.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Nice shot by Portis.
They pulled up from mid-range more often than not. They buried.
And that shot might not be the number one option, but if the D will give it to you and you get it in rhythm, that's the one you take.
Butler against Nelson. Butler dishes to Rose. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
The Nuggets have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half, up to this point, going 7 of 14. Nurkic can't hit. Chicago has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Here's Portis. And the 3 off target. Nelson against Butler. Nurkic kicks to Foy. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Fareed inside. He's got 9. Can't get it to go.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
You know, Kenneth Fareed was named to the NBA All-Rookie First Team 4 years ago. Took the league by storm with his energy and hustle. Looked like the sky was the limit for him, but every year since then, his numbers have looked very similar.
52 seconds left to play in the third. Brooks, the pass to Gibson. Shoots from 14. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Gibson's got 6 here in this quarter.
Boy, that mid-range jumper is a beautiful thing to have in your bag, and they've had it going today.
And some say it's a lost art, but they're getting excellent results with it tonight. You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
It's Gasol missing.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with a miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him. They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior. And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Down low, Jokic. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. For Denver, they have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight. First one falls for him. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Here's Brooks. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Got it off in time. Got it off in time, but it's no good.
Okay, fans, now coming onto the court are your level ones. Make some noise and cheer them on.
And thanks for joining us again, folks. 2K Sports broadcasting here on MLK Day, bringing you the NBA. Gibson is the 4 with Gasol at the 5. Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. And it's Mirotic in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Now the dish to 4. Pass to Hickson. 5 on the clock. And it's Harris off the drive. And Gasol sends it back.
You know, something that's floating around in the sports world and in the NBA is reseeding after the playoffs start. And for those of you who may not understand the situation, it's simply saying that no matter what, it would play the lower seeded team, however you get to those numbers.
Harris kicks to Foy. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Foy's got 10 points in just the second half. Left side, Gibson. It's stolen by Hickson. Now, here is Foy. He's covered by Rose. And that one's good. And with that whole concept of playoff reseeding, so often we'll see a second or third seed team get a 6th or 7th seed team in the second round. Meanwhile, Greg, the top seed plays the 4th seed no matter what.
You know, I think in a few cases it would have made a major difference in how the playoffs would have played out. And quite frankly, I think it also puts more value on the regular season if that number 1 seed could play a 7th seed, if you will, in the second round. So I think that's something that the commissioner and the competition committee might want to reassess.
Here's Foy. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
He dishes it to Hickson. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Mirotic just got rebound number 5 here tonight. They get it again. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Nelson's checked in for Gary Harris. Free throw drops for Rose.
You know, it hasn't always been the case in the NBA, but parity is at a great spot right now. Every team can compete for a title or end up last in their conference, it seems. It's something the NBA wanted and ultimately now has achieved.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
And speaking of NBA parity, it's impossible to go from last to first in a single year, but it can happen in a 3-year span.
And that's all you really want from a fan's perspective. Oh, to illustrate the parity, all 4 teams in the conference finals. Last year were different from the year before.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Good on both. For Denver, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Strong work at that end of the floor.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
So it's Denver now. Now Foy. No good on the three.
You can't get into much better position for the three than that. Everything was right on target. It just didn't fall.
That one may be a little beyond his comfort zone, but he made it count. And that's now 30 points for Derrick Rose. There's the pass to Laverne. Rejected by Gasol. In transition, here come the Bulls. And it's Butler with the jam.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Foy with it. To the middle. Laverne. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot two.
Well, we all know how loud NBA arenas can get. I mean, last season there were some accusations thrown around that it wasn't all organic. I mean, some players felt as if some of the NBA crowd noise was artificial.
Nurkic checked in for Denver. Some heavy accusations about artificial noise being pumped in last. Year. You've seen the issue in the NFL. Talked about now in the end. NBA. Seeing in other sports, there's a case that maybe the NBA's got to deal with this.
No, there's no doubt about it. I know some stadiums, it might be. Feel like there is extra noise being pumped in. And listen, there are a lot of fan bases that we have are just flat out loud. I mean, it can be electric. But having said that, I don't think we want to have the artificial noise being pumped in. I think it does the game a disservice.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Mirotic's shot is off. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from three-point. Range here in the fourth. Nelson kicks to Nurkic. Foy from long range. Mirotic grabs the miss. Mirotic has got 8 rebounds in this game. And it's Denver with the rebound.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since.
Miller, no up.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle. You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
Pass to Laverne. The basket good off the assist from Nelson. The Bulls have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. And Gasol gets it to go.
Despite the troubles he first half, he stayed composed and focused, and now he's getting it going.
Rose with the double team. And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
That foul gives him 4, so he's got to settle down a bit.
Denver making a switch here. Arthur's checked in.
Well, there were a few complaints last season about how the playoff seeding was done, most notably in the Western Conference. Portland was the 4th seed for winning their division, but without that division win, would have been the 6th seed.
Gary Harris is checked in for the Nuggets. Chicago on defense. Nurkic kicks to Harris. Lots of room. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Hairston's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Portis, covered by Foy. Nice shot by Portis. Denver shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. And Foy kicks to Nurkic. Arthur dishes to Nurkic. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Here's Heinrich. And the layup falls.
Oh, they are putting the hammer down. A huge lead right now.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if we're talking about their offense or their defense. I mean, it's all been good.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Bulls.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And talk about applying pressure to an opponent. Tonight's win will move their record to 2-0 in the season series with 2 more games left to play on their year against the Nuggets.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Derrick Rose. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Passes it to Portis. And he can't stop the run as he misses. And here are the Nuggets now. Feeds to Arthur. McDermott with a steal. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And that one's good.
And they feel good about this win tonight, guys, defending their home court.
I agree. Job well done. They gave these fans exactly what they wanted.
19 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Nice shot by Arthur.
And they're clearly finishing strong here, but not enough time to pull it out.
Yeah, it does look like they're going to end on a high note. Too bad this run didn't develop sooner for them.
Brooks outside. Shoots. Basket good.
Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
Nice ending spurt to polish it off. Once they had them on the ropes, they started throwing haymakers at them.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith without Derrick Rose.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.
HBK, yeah, you know how we. And I can't quit, all I know is HBK, yeah, you know how we. And I can't quit, all I know is.
Wherever I go, my homies come to. I love my squad. We up in this thing, love with it. I love my squad. I love my squad. I love my squad. I love my squad. Make your lady back up in this, hop up in the 6, and you should ignore these rappers, man. They say anything. Call me Susie Piggy Bank. I got plenty change. She rep HBK over everything. To the game with the wedding ring. Everybody try to duplicate, we just innovate. Young and making plenty cake, get my straight. I'm a heartbreak vet, being broke what I can't accept. I'ma hold it down to the death. No Reeboks, cause it's all about a check. Bet $1 million that your man ain't like this. Cause I stack my chips, I'm on my grind. Mind on money, money on my mind. So if you in the way, I'll run you over. It's the heartbreak army, I'm a soldier. Huh? Wherever I go, my homies come to. I love my squad. We up in this.